What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all new ages and everything else? Welcome to a brand new episode of Broken Takes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Broken Takes. How is everybody doing? Make sure you hit like and subscribe. This is another great show for you guys, and we're going to be talking draft. But before we do that, let me bring on my friends. I got Color up in the house. How's it going, Color?
Pretty good, Ollie. How about you?
Every day is a new day. And let's not forget to twist and shout and shake it all about. We got Shake the Money up in here. What is up, Shake Money?
It is another beautiful day in Zamunda.
That is awesome, my friend. That is awesome. I love you, Shake. What's up, Color?
Love you too, man.
It is Thursday night. We are, let's see, today is the 13th. We are what? About, I want to say... about 15 days away from the draft, maybe. I think it's the 27th. So we're about 14 days away from the draft.
2 weeks, huh? Wow.
Weeks to go, and the draft will be airing
Almost like football.
And on the first night of the draft, the Miami Dolphins do not have a first round pick. That is the sad part. But we got a lot to talk about tonight. Before we do that, I want to say thank you and shout out to our affiliate.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Yeah, make sure you check out Fanatics in the link below. Make sure you use the description in the link below. Make sure you check that out. Use the link. It definitely helps out the channel. Get your officially licensed gear. Get the 2023 NFL draft links. Draft hats from there. Check that out.
Oh, yeah, and they got all kinds of new designs, too, man. They just did a big drop.
Yeah, the new draft
all
hat.
All kinds of fresh new stuff.
You can ask Color and Shake Money and El Capitan. I've shared it in my group chat with them. The new draft hats are sick. I collect every year's draft hats. I have a wall of draft hats. No joke. And the new one, I think, is the best one yet. It is super clean. And even the whole design almost makes it look three-dimensional. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's very clean. I love the hat. I recommend it.
I normally don't like draft hats, and this one's actually something I would wear.
Yeah. And also with Fanatics, a lot of times you can get free shipping and even free expedite shipping. I know when I ordered mine, I literally had it in hand in like just over 24 hours. I want to say it was just like a day and a half. I already had it in the hand. It was ridiculous.
Nice.
That's how fast they are.
That's what's up.
So definitely check out Fanatics. Also, check out Doobie Energy Drink. Doobie Energy Drink, some cool stuff. Check out all their cool products and energy drink supplements. A lot of their
dub with Dubby.
The Doobie. Check out Doobie. They got some cool stuff. Their stuff is. They claim that their energy drinks don't give you the jitters or the crashing that you normally get with some of the current mainstream energy drinks. In addition, they also include a lot more nutrients and vitamins that support the brain and brain functionality and focus. So that's pretty cool. I've read a lot of good things, so definitely check out Doobie Energy Drink. I know I have an order coming soon, and I'll even try that live on air so you get my live reaction. So definitely check that out. In addition to Doobie Energy Drink, check out Backroom Collections. So Backroom Collections, they have some awesome wall art that you can put in your man cave, entertainment room, Miami Dolphins room, your office, your grandmother's guest room, whatever. You can put up some cool stuff. So definitely check it out. I know you can save with Backroom Collections using code TFTG at checkout. So definitely check that out to save 10% off. So thank you to all of our affiliates. Thank you for everything you guys do. Definitely check all three out. Definitely helps out the channel if you use the links below in the description. So thank you to them. In addition, while you're doing that, you can check out some of our other content. We got the TFTG show with El Capitan, the Rabid Dolphin with Lewis, color commentary, doing a cup of coffee every other day, and soon we'll be doing morning shows with me and extending the morning shows. So definitely keep an eye out for that. That's coming really shortly. Then we got Dolphins debrief, the DTA, and doing war rooms and everything else. Shake Money is in the house. We got to get you added. I don't have the up-to-date list. I'm sorry, Shake. This is the one
Okay.
that's just before you. I need to get with El Capitan to get that added here. But
Yeah, you're still a stepchild, bro.
Yeah, it's all good.
dude, as like an MC lingual, he's a prospect. That's what he is. You know, he's
Yeah.
he hasn't got his
Actually,
patch.
actually, the best way Color put it, I liked it when he did Shake Money a la carte.
Mhm.
Shake Money a la carte. Get all the info you want from Shake Money Show. Good
Shake
work.
is our hawk, you know. He's like our go-to
Show.
guy on word on the street, you know.
Mhm.
Last couple shows, man. Go check out what Shake Money's been doing. Hit the like and subscribe. Definitely appreciate it. And every Saturday night, Shake Money doing stuff too. Quite a few times with DTA. And when the season kicks back up, me and Color will be back at it with Late Night Exhale. That will be a season-long show. So thank you. And in addition to it, we all. Ooh, I'm gonna bring up.
That dragged in.
Yeah, let's actually talk about. What's up? It's Mr. El Capitan in the house.
What it is, what it do. Nothing, guys.
Could
You
have
know,
dragged your camera in with you.
Yeah,
no, you can't. It's mobile Capitan, so no.
yeah. Actually, so El Capitan's in the house. This is his. He just broke his cherry on Broken Takes. This is your first episode on here with us, so I really appreciate that. I feel like I want
We
to.
won't be too hard on you.
Or select payment type.
Broken cherry takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey,
That's
Color,
funny.
he doesn't put on his camera when he's next to the stepchild.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, going back to what we were talking about, just make sure you hit like and subscribe. Check out Cash App, Venmo, the works. We definitely appreciate all your support. We also have memberships with 3 different levels: MVP, Familia, and what is the other one I'm missing?
VIP.
VIP. No, yeah, VIP. That's correct. And we have some other stuff in the works, so keep an eye out. Color and I and team have a lot coming up. El Capitan's got some stuff coming up, so keep an eye out. Make sure you turn on notifications. All right, let's get into this. So let's start off with what the show's about. The NFL Draft. The NFL Draft has a rich history that has evolved over time. It's a highly anticipated event that draws millions and millions of viewers each year. It's a complete process that involves many individuals and organizations working together to make it a success. Here's what you need to know about the history of the NFL Draft. The draft design, what goes in putting into the draft, and what entails that. The Miami Dolphins history, of course. All of that is important. The NFL draft dates back to 1936 when the league held its first draft in Philadelphia, of all places. The initial draft only lasted 9 rounds. Can you believe we had a draft that was 9 rounds at this point? That'd be crazy, right? 9 rounds, damn. That also being said, the first player selected was Jay Burwagner. I don't know if you know who he is, Color. Maybe that's your cup of tea.
I don't know. Terrible football name, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. He was a running back from the University of Chicago. The draft has come a long way since then and has become a significant event in the NFL offseason. The draft was originally designed to provide parity among the league's teams by allowing weaker teams to select the best college players. Over time, the draft has become a means for teams to build and improve their rosters. The draft also became a major event for fans, providing them with a glimpse into the future of their favorite teams. The NFL draft is a 7-round process currently, where the teams select eligible players from the colleges and universities across the country and sometimes across the world. That's become a thing. Drafting players from other countries. Then, the order of the draft is determined by a weighted system that takes into account the previous season's standings. Teams with the worst record from the previous season get the first picks, in each round. Each team has limited amount of time to make their selection in each round. The first round has a time limit of 10 minutes per pick, while the second round has a time limit of 7 minutes per pick. The time limit decreases with each subsequent round. So as we get to lower rounds, or the higher rounds, if you want to say, the shorter time the team has.
I don't mean to interrupt, Ali, but I gotta say, every time I watch Broken Takes, I feel like I'm getting smarter. Like Ali is chock full of information, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I watch a Broken Takes, I'm like, man, Ali's making me smart. I mean, I like know this stuff, but Ali sounds like, I don't know, he's like a real, what's the word I'm looking for? Color
Savant?
No, not a savant. It's a God, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but he sounds like a guy, an arbiter of information that you want to pay attention to. The guy is really on fucking point. I just got to say.
I really appreciate that. Just like what your goal is and what everybody's goal around the TFTG is to make our fan base a lot more smarter. You'd have the smartest fan base in the
More
entire.
better.
I've been saying this the entire time. We've been saying this for so long. We need to have a smarter fan base. Anyway,
well, I'll take that,
I know
Ali.
the word you were looking for, Cap. I can't think of what it was. It's like them guys that explain quantum physics and cosmology to the general public.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. He's like a fucking. God, I can't.
I forget what they call those guys.
Oh my God, Color! You're usually helping me on this shit, Color. Anyhow,
That's
yeah,
Ali's here, man. I mean, I actually get
sucked all the brain.
I actually get dumber when I'm on Broken Takes because I can't even stand in Ali's shadow. You know what I mean?
I appreciate Ali saying that we're trying to get everybody smarter. I'll run with that. I'm more about the laughs, but yeah, I'll run with the smartness.
Yeah,
that's right.
too.
I'm smart.
Look, we're all about having fun. That's what the reality of it. But
by the way, in the 70s, especially because I'm looking at this in 76, because I heard Bo Camper mention this in the year he got drafted in 76. They had 17 rounds in the draft.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
went up over the years, so it's fluctuated both ways over the years, like way up to that many, huh?
Some guys got drafted in the early rounds and were a whole year older later by the end of the draft. So
I wonder if that was part of the tactics and stuff that were causing the AFL to want to sue for monopoly and all that. You know what I mean?
And the cool thing about the this is on the Fish Tank podcast. The one thing that stuck out was he said he didn't know if the draft was going to happen because in 76 they were trying to abolish the draft. Right. They want teams to come out of college and go to the teams they wanted to go to. It's kind of like drafting.
And I don't know if that's too late for what I was talking about or right around the same time, Shake. But people should be aware that the draft played an integral role into the AFL and NFL merger. Because one of the contentions that Lamar Hunt had with the NFL was that they kind of monopolized the new, the player pool coming in from the draft, from colleges, from all the top colleges with the draft. You know what I mean? And so it was hard for the AFL. The NFL was monopolizing the quality by monopolizing the players coming out of college. So that's one of the major things that the contention points that the AFL and Lamar Hunt had with the NFL when they were going after him for antitrust. You know what I mean? So you could argue the draft played an integral role in
the merger,
facilitating the merger between the two leagues and having it as we know it today.
Definitely. El Capitan will be back shortly. He's actually getting into studio, so we'll be rocking and rolling here. But going on, I don't want to cut you off, Color. I appreciate.
No, that was it. That was all. That was the whole summation of what how I think the draft kind of influenced over. Is important and has been historically a lot more important than a lot of people realize is to the structure of the NFL today.
Yeah, I mean, going in, what I was going to get into, and we don't have to go touch into it too deeply, but basically the NFL draft is a massive undertaking that requires a lot of time and effort among everybody that's involved. I want to say there's like over 18, almost 2,000 people involved in just setting up the event, from setting up the stage to player personnel, evaluations, everything. The entire teams, of executives and GMs and assistant GMs and owners and all the players that are involved, all the coaches, assistant coaches, evaluators, the media, everybody. It is ridiculous amount of people that are involved. With that goes draft preparation. Teams begin scouting, evaluating, the war rooms that are put together, and the amount of technology that goes into those war rooms. That's some stuff, color, because they have to have stuff sequenced to make sure there's no lag time. You know what I mean? Because every second matters.
As a career network engineer myself, I would just love to be a fly. Like love to be part of that team that keeps all those communications going, man. You know what I mean?
And here's a good reason why. If you don't know, in the NFL draft, if you run out of time and you haven't selected your player yet, teams can start drafting ahead of you until you draft your pick. Now, that could be really bad. We've seen that happen to teams before. I want to say it was Baltimore that it happened to twice, in fact. I think it's Baltimore.
Clarify on that, Ollie?
Go say that again.
Clarify on that? I misunderstood what you said.
So if you don't make your draft pick within the allotted amount of time, so for example, you get 10 minutes in the first round, right? Mm-hmm. If it goes past 10 minutes and you haven't drafted yet, players can start, or teams can start drafting over you.
Oh, okay.
That's my understanding.
Right.
So, for example, who's on the board right now? The Panthers, right? If the Panthers don't, after the official start, when Goodell comes on stage and says the Panthers are on the clock, and that 10-minute mark countdown has hit 0, now it's past 10 minutes. If they haven't picked, the next team, which would be the Houston Texans, from my understanding, can jump and pick whoever they want if that person has drafted.
Right.
That's my understanding. Now, if you'd like, you can fact check me. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe what it is.
Oh, no, it makes sense. I just didn't actually understand what you were referring to. That clears it all up for me. Thank you.
Oh, not a problem. So I believe that's actually happened twice, I want to say, in NFL history. It could be more than twice, but the two that I remember, if I remember correctly, I believe it
has
was.
Has it caused anybody to miss out on a given player?
I want to say it did.
It's interesting.
Yeah, we'll do that for another Broken Take episode to really break down what happened there. That'll be one of our breakdown episodes. But that's actually, that's pretty interesting. So as you know, the draft takes place over several days. On the first day, the first round of the draft takes place. The second day is primarily the second and third pick. And then 4, 5, 6, and 7 usually take place on the third day of the draft. Everybody's there, from the commissioner to the vice president of the NFL. Everybody and their mom is there, basically. Fans, fan of the year usually go. A lot of the fan of the years get to go to the show.
Well, everybody but the players, from what I understand this year, Ali, huh?
Well, there's some news that came out that only 17 of the prospects are going to come to this year's draft. Now,
wow.
I don't know exactly what the reason behind that is. I could say that usually outside of the top 15 picks, who gets picked in the second half of the first round is really a toss-up. There's a lot of players that are both first round and second round talents. So I'd hate to be a guy who thinks I'm definitely a first round pick and not get drafted into the second round. I think we've seen that with some quarterbacks. I think there was a guy named Colt McCoy, if you guys remember him. He was supposed to be a first round pick, and I think he didn't get picked to like the third or fourth round, I want to say. There's, several players I've seen that happen over the years, where they're sitting in that green room all by themselves and pick after pick, round after round. I don't want to be that guy. I'd feel like so horrible. I'd rather just stick with family and, go fishing, let the process play out on its own. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. If I know I'm not going to be in the top 15 picks, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think, Color?
Well, poo on you.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, where is it going to be held this year?
This year's draft,
Las Vegas, I believe.
yes, because Las Vegas missed out on it the last time. Okay?
Yeah,
It
that's
was-
where Tua was supposed to be taken in.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be in Las Vegas in a little boat.
Yeah, I actually was supposed to go to that draft. I had reservations and everything to go to that draft, and because of the pandemic and what transpired, I ended up not going.
It'd be funny if they all showed up and they were like, and the NFL was like, "Oops, we meant Las Vegas, New Mexico, everybody."
Is there a Las Vegas, New Mexico?
There is. The first Las Vegas was in New Mexico.
Those who I'd never been anywhere really besides like Texas. I think that's the furthest west I've been, bro. I've never been anywhere past that, to be honest.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's an old gold mine or silver mining town. You know what I mean? It never got its name on the map like the Las Vegas, but it was the original Las Vegas.
That's true.
Well, like there's Paris, Texas. Go ahead.
Right.
So speaking of the Miami Dolphins, we don't have a first-round pick this year. The Miami Dolphins have a limited number of picks for the 2023 NFL Draft, but they still have several needs to address. Tight end, offensive linemen are among the top positions the team needs to address. Additionally, the Dolphins could use some help at maybe running back or even corner still color. That could still be a pick that we could make. One potential prospect for the Dolphins at corner, we still have possibility of Tyreek Stevenson from the University of Hurricanes. I know you'd love him. Here, we also know he can play special teams.
University of Hurricanes.
University of Miami is what I meant to say.
Love it.
I meant to say University of Miami, the Hurricanes is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
I
was perfectly fine with the error.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Miami, the University of Hurricanes.
All right, it's tired. I'm tired. Worked all day and I'm trying to put out a show for you.
That's where the Hurricanes go to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
where
true.
Hurricanes go to become forces of nature.
That's right. But yeah, we could get him. There's also what's his name? The kid out of Kansas State that we really like. Julius Banks. I believe that's his name. Juju Banks, I think his name is. Got Mr. El Capitan.
Oh,
what's going on?
I shamed him into getting on camera. The color ain't gonna do that to me.
I was en route.
Listen.
So.
Having El Capitan.
I was en route.
Listen to this. Having El Capitan on Broken Takes is like inserting my credit card for an OnlyFans account.
Insert cash or select payment type.
Because it's very rare it happens. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, you're getting your swole on.
Yeah, but it does happen, though. It does happen. You do pay. So.
Okay, you're getting your swole on?
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's time, dude. Like, after this year, I'll officially be in my late 30s. So I gotta get it while the getting's good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't worry, I'm in my mid 40s.
So much time left, boys, to
I'm still
do it and do it right.
Experience. That's the reality of it.
See, and listen, you can always get in shape.
Definitely.
Round is a shape.
So
everybody's all like 30, 40's the new 20.
So the Dolphins could also look to add
just a shape.
Just so you know, color
45 is the new 90, more like.
Speaking of shapes and sizes, a team that a position of need could be running back.
What's going on here? Hold on a second, boys.
All right. So the Dolphins could also look to add depth at running back with players such as Kenny McIntosh, Chase Brown is available possibly. We could look at other running backs from some of the smaller schools too that are out there. There are various different positions of need. I think, in my opinion, offensive line is a must. Tight end, I believe, is a must. Those are the two positions I think we're going to really address in this draft. At least that's the way it's starting to build up to be. What's your thoughts, Cullen?
Well, I'd like to believe, because we are, kind of running a West Coast scheme, I'd like to believe that tight end is very important and we need to address it. I don't think we are gonna, and I don't think it's quite as sky is falling as everybody thinks if we don't. But I can see why we would. I mean, the time is now. You need a guy, you need a playmaker at that position. And despite my belief in guys like Smythe and all that, nobody thinks of that as like a sort of playmaker, but it really depends. I mean, I'd much rather probably address the issues that we have in offensive line. I think the organization as a whole, despite the recent, if you take away a recency bias, we have actually done fairly well in the draft over the years, decade over decade, with offensive linemen. So I've maintained that that's a way that the management can placate the fans who are screaming in bloody murder to make sure we fix problems on our offensive line. We have yet to sign guys like Brandon Shell and all that. So I kind of think, if best on board hanging around 51 as an offensive lineman, we'll probably do that.
What's your thoughts?
Listen, I want to give you my skeptical take, and then I'll give you my real take. My skeptical take says, all right, what you got to do when the Dolphins draft their first pick is you look at the position we're deepest at, where we have the most positions, and we're going to draft that position, because at the end of the day, that's what we do. Because we drafted Noah Igbenogany with a deep cornerback room. We drafted Charles Harris with a deep defensive end room. We drafted Izukama with all these wide receivers that we accumulated. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to draft the position where we're thick or heavy at, and ignore the position where we're weakest at. Now, that's my skeptical take. My hopeful take is that they do address the offensive line, either that or running back.
Okay, I can see that.
Was that skeptical or cynical take that first?
Actually, cynical is better. Thank you, Cutter. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to give you my take, but this is my broken takes. This is broken takes, right? The Miami Dolphins are going to shock the world and draft Xavier Howard's replacement.
Yeah, they draft Xavier Howard.
They're going to draft Xavier Howard's replacement.
You mean we're drafting a wide receiver?
Xavier Howard, our corner color. Thanks for the laughs. You'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tip your waitress. His name is
Deville.
Make sure you tip him. He'll be here all night. All right.
Oh, I forgot. This is broken takes. What was I thinking? Offensive line. Are you kidding me? I'm with Joe Fregosa over at Pro Football Network that thinks the Dolphins are going to trade Tua to the Ravens for their 22nd pick and select Hendon Hooker, quarterback, at 22.
That'd be kind of crazy, to be honest. But
I'm stealing it, Joe. I just stole it, Joe. Sorry.
This is the reality of it. The reports coming out, the Miami Dolphins are looking at certain players, and the rumor has it, don't be surprised if they draft a player that's not a position of need according to the public. All right. So that tells me we just got Jalen Ramsey, right? You have Jalen Ramsey. We re-signed Nick Needham. We got Trill Williams. We got Xavier Howard. We got corners, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to draft a corner.
That's exactly what Shake was just saying. Exactly.
That's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to draft a corner. If Tyreek Stevenson's on the board, which he's been on the board for me a couple drafts today, I've done 3 of them today, and he's been on the board, I'm going to draft Tyreek Stevenson. If it's not Tyreek Stevenson, if Juju Banks, I believe his name, the guy out of Kansas State, is there, I'm picking him up, Colin. I'm picking him up. El Capitan's coming and going. He's trying to bob and weave all my broken takes. It's crazy. No, it's
And
all
I
good.
make it work for you. You know what I mean?
Having connectivity issues tonight, apparently. I'm guessing it's because of all the rain and everything like that. I mean, we had hail in my area
Florida, like
today.
same to turn, man. It's
Southeast Georgia was under tornado warning today till 7:45 p.m. today. So
Wow.
are you?
It was pretty. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Put me out. It literally crippled me and put me out.
God, dude.
Hey, by the way, I'm reading the comments that's going on. I see the future, and I know Tyndale was the first pick last year, but still, Easy E was still
Wait, how are you seeing in the
need to know.
comments? Are you like clairvoyant or something?
Yeah, I can see the comments. You don't see them?
Oh,
I can see
dang, man. Snap. Tell California I said hi, bro.
That's what's up.
So, Captain, we're talking about
Everybody else is gonna be like, man, he chose California over me. Why don't he remember me?
See, I can't. I can hear
I love y'all.
Shake
You know who you are.
and Ali, and you guys are moving at perfect speed. Yet color is frozen. And earlier, I could see color at perfect speed. Yet the both of you were frozen. I don't know what the hell's going on my end, bro.
Yeah, I've had that issue before. What you need to do is, depending on what browser you're using, you need to clear your cookies and everything. But
I don't use this computer for nothing, dude. I mean,
I hear you. But let me just tell you what we're talking about, so you can give your 10 cents in here. So we're talking about.
All I know is thank God I can't hear color. That's all I know.
He's talking about trading Christian Wilkins away for a Subway sandwich for $5. So
well, see, I'm not into that. I'm willing to trade him for at least a foot long. I mean, at least like the party sub. When you get like the 6 foot, you can. For the whole thing, that at least works.
Yeah, one thing I like about Subway, the lettuce is free.
There you go.
No, it's not. Nothing's free. Nothing's free.
Hey, that's what they tell me anyway. But whatever.
They tell you it's free to add extra on the sandwich you're purchasing. Yeah, you're getting shicked out of the money.
You know what I like about Subway?
Why?
You're standing in a line at Publix.
We're talking about position needs and what Miami Dolphins are looking.
My bad. Sorry.
That's okay. So what do you thought that process, El Capitan? We want to know, do you think the Miami Dolphins are going to shock the world? I said they're going to draft a corner with the second round pick. That's what I think we're doing.
So I think with the second round pick, it's going to go defensive tackle. I think that's where they need to go. It makes sense fiscally. You got Christian Wilkins, you got to worry about paying. It puts pressure on, the defensive tackles. First, outside of Agba, they're not going to have anybody under contract, and Agba's money isn't guaranteed, so they could pivot on the entire interior defensive line, really, if they wanted to. Mm-hmm. And it starts with having that opportunity to pivot by getting a defensive tackle. And to me, the bang for your buck in the second round could be a defensive tackle. So, but I think we all would like tight end. I think that would be a great pick if Darnell Washington's there, make the pick. If he's not, I think they'll go defensive tackle. If they don't, I say trade back.
So I like what you said, bang for your buck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Insert cash or select payment type.
See, look, Ali's ready to get that. Ali's got that meme ready to go. Blah.
Favorite one now.
Hey, by the way, if they do draft a tight end, just don't expect him to play right away, because he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be rotated in there in maybe a year or two.
Well, and Shake makes a great point. Is anyone in the second round going to come in and play immediately at any position?
Technically, yes. Second rounders traditionally are primarily starters. They're not necessarily Pro Bowlers, but they are able to contribute and start right away. You looked at guys like Xavier Howard that became a starter right away.
He was injured his rookie year. He only played like a quarter of the season, a third of the season.
But we also, to Ollie's, we did get Tyndall
the following year. He was legit as hell, and we were like, "This guy's good." But outside of skill positions, and listen, what we've seen out of Mike McDaniel as far as his offense's complexities, you know, we could, again, it's hard to break into a team that seems to be pretty set and ready to go as far as to win now mode. So I don't know. It might behoove them to trade back just to start putting depth pieces behind all the positions that they could, potentially go to next year. I don't know. It's a lot of flexibility, but that's what Chris Greer usually does around this time. If you guys know, when if we had a first round pick, there'd be 5 different positions that they could pick at it with the first or second round, and couldn't go wrong either way. So,
yeah, I mean that's definitely true. And if you actually look at how we've drafted over the last year and some of the picks we made, some of the picks are not necessarily for the current year; it's for the year after. You know what I mean? Even Tyndall, you look at that pick. That pick didn't really make so much sense of what we did on the field. That's why you didn't see him very much. But he's definitely makes sense in what we envision that Vic Fangio is going to do for this season. You know what I mean? Same thing with trading for Chubb. It wasn't any of the positional needs that we needed during trade deadline, but it made sense to what we did in the offseason this season. You see what I'm saying? It's always like we're doing something for the next year. That's just my opinion. Go ahead.
Kind of. I thought Chubb, when we traded for Chubb, it was fairly obvious. It was pretty apparent to me when they rolled out with Boyer this year that they were having Boyer not call the Brian Flores defense, that they were whether Mike McDaniel came in there and said, I want my defense on my football team, because it's his, to look this certain way, and or if this was the plan from Chris Greer all along, which it could have been, to have this style of defense to couple with this style of offense. Make no mistake, they've been trying to bring this West Coast style offense here to Miami since Ross became the owner. It's just been a fact. All the way back to when we got Philbin, Goofboy Philbin, they were like, we're going to bring that West Coast offense in here. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to do it again and again and again. And now when I'm watching this defense play last year, it was pretty apparent, that they were getting away from the zero blitz, trying to be more of that style of defense that we were having. And once the injuries started mounting, they pretty much went all in, and getting Chubb was what they wanted. I think, listen, we called it like it was. They tried to get Fangio last year. Boyer was laying his head on the chopping block all year. They were never going to stick with him. They was always going to be the scapegoat. And really, he had no shot if Fangio was the guy staring, ready to come in. So he had no shot.
That's true. I agree with you. In fact, I even, I've talked to you personally and publicly on the show, and I said the Chubb move is not for this year. It's for the next defensive coordinator. That's what we said. And I just think that how we do things, it always seems like we're for the next year. Even some of the pickups that we did in the draft, the years prior, I could see what they were doing for the following year. Now, did some of that really come together? No, because we do what Dolphins do and stumble over coaches or ownership goof ups and all this other stuff. But I know what you're talking about. I do believe that Boyer was going to be on the chopping block no matter what. Any else thoughts that you guys have on that before we move on? Color, Shake Money.
About Boyer being on the chopping block. Well, the thing about it, one last thing, and I want to touch on is the thing that sucked for Boyer is that he had to do a new defense all over again. You think Brian Flores says, "Hey, I'll leave you my playbook. Sure, I got fired, but you can have my playbook."
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Shake Money. Granted, you are right. Look where Boyer came from. Boyer wasn't a product that was homegrown here in Miami. He was actually from the Patriots defense. He knew what the Patriots defense was. He learned from Darth Vader and the Emperor, before, and he came here and was still under Darth Vader in a sense. And I'm just using that term, Darth Vader. Sorry. But I'm just saying, like, he kind of knew exactly he was the next coming person. He was the next person. So we really don't need to worry about him having the playbook.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, there's times when he actually his defense did show out.
Yeah, it did.
But when it came down to the fourth quarter, he didn't have an answer. In all the games that, if you look at the 49ers game, you look at 2 out of the 3 Buffalo Bills games, right?
Mm-hmm.
We lost the game in the fourth quarter. We lost
Yeah,
the game
well,
in,
you know what though, Ali,
ahead.
I can't really hang that on him with so much injuries in the secondary when a team's late in the game trying to close out the game and these better offenses with better quarterbacks decide to put it in the playmakers' hands, especially now that it's late in the game, guys are getting tired. You know, it was bound to happen. Not, look, moving on from Boyer. Again, dude, I hated listening to everyone blaming the defense. I'm not saying that they didn't shoulder a bulk of the blame at times, but it was just so painfully apparent that everything was going to fall on Boyer because they knew he was the scapegoat. He was the ready-made scapegoat. It irritated me, and as I watched the fan base sit there and take the cheese as if they were having some great football knowledge and epiphany, and I watched, not to throw shade, but I watch a lot of these casuals out here all over, in different platforms, the defense. It's just, dude, if you couldn't see the writing on the walls, that's why you're a casual, uneducated, dumb fan. You don't know anything about football. Probably never played football. Probably don't really, ain't been to very many games of football, watched pro football, know much about it. You just take statistics, you take nonsense, and you take propaganda, and you parrot that as if you're some genius.
Color, I can hear you. He can't hear you. That's the issue. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Let me pop back in and out and see if that'll fix it, guys.
Yeah, I never played football, but I know for a fact that a lot of people were saying that it was poor tackling. Well, guess what? If you tackled poorly, that means the player was in the position to make the right play. So the person who designed that play had the player in the right spot. That motherfucker just couldn't execute the tackle that he put him in, the position he was put in. So at the end of the day, the defensive coordinator doesn't do these drills. You know what I'm saying? The poor tackling is either on the position coach or on the head coach for not being in charge of the fundamentals, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I definitely think that makes sense.
Fundamental failure always comes down to coaching.
That's
who's responsible to make sure everybody remembers the fundamentals.
That's absolutely true. I agree with that.
Okay, can you hear me now? He still can't hear me for some reason.
I don't think
he must have me individually muted or something.
You can't hear Color at all?
I can't hear nobody. I can hear you, Ali. That's it.
Can you hear me?
Interesting.
I wonder if it's something to do with how you have your mic set up, maybe.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know what the hell's going on.
That's weird. All right, let's keep it going. I'll ask El Capitan his opinion, and I'll try to navigate this as much as we can. So let's keep going. So we're gonna do a official TFTG Broken Takes mock draft. Is what we're gonna do. All right, and I'm gonna pull up the PFF mock draft that I have paid for in full. So
I just switched to my second router because I got 2 routers now. I think I can hear everybody now. Let me see.
Really?
Yeah.
¿Me escucha? ¿Me puede
Yeah, está buena.
I think you're lying. I don't think you can hear it at all.
I can hear you, Color. I can hear you, Color. Thank God. I don't know what I was. I could no longer bear it.
All right.
I blame Ali's heavy duty setup over there. Look at him. He's got a whole friggin' studio going on behind the scenes over here. I mean, if y'all don't think Ali's putting the work in, look at it.
If
I
you
know
guys-
all them TVs take a lot of bandwidth, man.
It's
Like-
really it's just draining right out of my friggin' MacBook, dude. It's just you're
if you think
welcome.
that's cool, you should see what I have in front of me. That's a whole other story.
You've shown me. You've got all these monitors and stuff like that. Ali is legit.
So do you
man.
put porn on each one of those TVs or what?
Oh man, Color, you do not want to see. Ali showed me the late night exhale, like what he's really gonna have it be about. Come here when the season comes, and it's more like late night inhale, if you catch my drift.
Oh god, I gotta put some.
Here we go again.
All the shenanigans are off. All right, let me go ahead and share
Oh,
this.
man. He's got that.
No,
movie,
they got
Saving
all the
Ryan's
late night
Privates.
porn they can handle with Dan the Man Titties Marino.
And Saving Ryan's Privates.
Hey, to Color's benefit, we found the photo. All right.
I know. Color has to always be right with his fucking bullshit. We know. He's never keeping a good dog down. Color, I don't know how I can't remember what I ate today, like for dinner. And
I
that was
can't either.
4 hours ago. So, but Color
I can't either, but I just trust that it made it in there. So eventually, when it gets to long-term memory, I'll remember it. You know.
Yeah, I can remember
Truth be
20
told.
years from now.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's weird because it's funny, Color and I get in these history debates sometimes, and I'll have all this knowledge that just comes to me. I don't know where it's at, but I know it's there because it comes out. We're having this conversation. But yeah, whatever.
All right. So I'm gonna put this on the screen. Just let me know if you guys can see it pretty well.
Yeah.
Let me go.
Well, it was
here.
on the screen.
I was making
There we
adjustments.
go. Look at that.
Gotcha. Yeah, look at that.
Is it big enough? Can you guys see everything for the most
Yeah,
part?
good. It's good.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go over first. We're gonna go over the settings. I want you guys to tell me what we should adjust this to. We're gonna do 7 rounds. Okay. Do you want the speed of the draft picks on like super fast, slow, medium? What do you want? That's how fast.
Tú eres my jefe. Go ahead, por favor.
I mean, I don't fucking know, Ali. How fast is super fast and how is medium? I mean, what are we talking here?
Turbo would be like as soon as you make one pick, your next pick is already up. If you
I don't
kind
need
of
all that. I don't want it to go that fast. I want to be able to see some of that. So give
I'll
me,
say
give
mid,
me like
mid. That way we could comment in between.
Oh, is that the speed thing? Right? Okay, yeah, there you go. Give me
Mid.
a
Medium.
yeah.
It's good. All right.
Yeah, give me the
Now,
middies.
So this is about the statistical options of what the other teams would do. Do you want the teams to be more PFF favored of what they think the top players are, or the public's opinion? Which is more important to you?
I don't take the public opinion out of it because teams don't ever draft because of public opinion. So
you want
I would
more PFF favored, more on that.
yeah,
side.
I would say more on to. I mean, it is a PFF site, so they're gonna, say,
Are
hey,
teams-
PFF knows.
Are teams more less likely to care about positional value, or more likely to care about positional value?
I would say right down the center. I mean, everybody cares about positional value, right? I mean, you're not going to draft a quarterback when you got a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Or a running back or anything. So, but you're not going to pass up on an elite, wide receiver because you got an elite 2 wide receivers.
Gotcha. Are your teams going to draft more for needs or less likely to draft needs?
I would go just a little bit towards
The
needs.
same damn question as before.
That's what I fucking thought, Color, but whatever.
One is more about PBA, like best player, or BPA, the best player available. The other one is
I got you.
And then you want it to be completely random, less random. That's the last one. What do you guys want?
What the fuck does that mean?
Considering their choices are random too, isn't it the same either way?
Isn't it random?
Random, or we'll just leave the random alone. We'll just leave it alone.
Well, I mean, their board is what I'm saying is random for them. For like we didn't know what they were gonna put on their board, so
I mean, I kind of know what some of these teams are gonna do, but
right.
are these teams able to trade? Like I foresee the Cardinals trading out of the 3rd round pick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
whether one of these teams jumps up there, like I don't know, maybe Washington climbs up the board or something like that. I don't know.
All
Hey,
right.
El Capitan, would you like a drink or a beverage?
All right.
Well.
So before we start this draft, just so you know how we're gonna do this, there's 4 of us. We have 4 draft picks. So I'm gonna have you pick a number, and I'm gonna do a dice roll, right? And based on who got the closest to the least closest, that is gonna be the draft order, and you get to pick that pick based on that.
Now,
All
how
right.
do we know what the
Want me to
dice
share?
showed?
I'm gonna put it on the screen so everybody
Oh,
can see.
okay.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
I'm watching you.
Are we gambling here too? I mean, what's going on? This is great.
This is
So,
up.
I am going to roll a 10-sided die.
Okay.
All right. So hold on a second. Let me get this on the screen so you
How
guys can
did you
see.
get a 10-sided die? I mean, like,
It's a digital 10-sided die color. It's a number 1 through 10.
oh, so it's a random number generator.
Can you guys see it on the screen or no?
Yes.
I
You, see
can't.
you guys can't.
one.
You see
You
the
don't-
dice?
You don't see
No,
the
I don't
dice?
see one.
Dice,
No, I
no.
don't see dice.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. When nobody sees the dice.
Hold on a second. Let me. Here we go. Now you can see the
Oh, there we
dice.
go.
Yep,
I see
yep,
them
yep,
now.
yep, yep.
All
All
right.
right.
10-dimensional die. Oh,
We're
wow.
We are gonna roll now. I
Holy
want.
shit. Is it 4, 6, 8? Oh, okay. Never mind.
No.
My fault.
I haven't rolled yet. I have not rolled yet.
So how is this random number generator seeded? Is it based on where your cursor is on your monitor, or I mean?
I don't know. I just selected a 10-sided die, and now I'm gonna roll. That's what I'm
Okay,
gonna do.
let's roll.
But
All right,
before we roll, I want each of you to put in the private chat all at once, what number that you
I already
estimated.
did mine. I got my number first. Don't take my number.
4. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to not say it?
Shut up, color. I put my number in. My number's in private chat. I already got it. Don't steal my number.
Okay.
Color just cut me off. Color. That's bullshit.
What are you going with, Shake?
That's my number. I was just telling this group.
Did you get it?
Number.
Yes,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. Here we go.
I was just telling this store clerk that was my life number just today.
Here we go. We're rolling. Oh, snap!
Oh.
Buddy with the first pick, and then it's El Capitan.
We should roll it till it's exact.
Actually, you know what's funny? The order that you guys are in are the
order that we're picking.
Yes, and I will be the last pick. I'll take the last pick. Okay.
All right, cool. I like that.
So here we go.
Well,
All right.
Ali, hold on
Yes.
a second. Let me help you out, Ali. Let me bring you down here. There we go. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, no worries. No, it's fine. I don't mind. All right.
Now I fucked it all up.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So we this is
So we're still picking 51, but as for our internal sub draft, we're picking in this order at 51.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So now, before we start, I start the clock and the first round starts going off. Do you guys, Shake, you have the reins here? Do you think that we trade up to the first round at all? This is the time you really want to try to do it.
Well, are we at the 55th? Are we at our pick right now?
No, we're not. I haven't even started the first round the first round draft yet. I can hit start the draft.
He's saying would they trade up from the 51st pick at this point?
Right.
Yes.
We all have to answer that before we start the draft.
Oh,
basically.
okay. Because because I don't foresee any good players still being there. So no, I don't want to trade up.
You don't
I
want to.
agree.
You
No.
kind of want to wait to see if you.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hold on. Because it's Shake Money's pick here. If as you see stuff happening, if you want me to pause so you can look at the board and see if you're going to trade up, let me know. We can do that. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So, any questions before we start the draft? By
No,
anybody?
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah,
All right.
ready.
Starting the draft. Here we go. You want me to pause it so you can see what happens?
Fuck yeah, it's going way too fast.
Yeah, it's way too fast.
All right.
I mean,
Dude, I
shit.
wanted
All I
to
saw
trade
was
out.
Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
Will Levis.
Yeah, Will Levis went to Colts. Wow.
Tyrese. Wow, I
Jay-
can't believe that the Cardinals picked the edge rusher
Oakland got
from
Anthony
Texas Tech
Richardson.
and didn't trade back.
Yeah.
That's a good place for him. Jimmy Garoppolo could sit.
Raiders with Anthony Richardson, man. Ooh.
I'll tell you what, if the Lions do end up with Will Anderson, they're gonna have, they got that other kid over there. What's his name on their? Yeah, Hutchinson and Anderson. Could you imagine those edge rushers on that freaking team?
Yeah.
That could be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Witherspoon went to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
how many CBs have already been taken? 3?
Bro, if Texans land CJ Stroud, this pick is going to be huge right here.
Yeah, it is.
Getting Jackson Smith and Jigba, holy crap.
That would be crazy.
I'd have pretty much probably one of the better offensive lines, Paris Johnson. Yeah. So as of right now, do you see any reason you want to trade up for anything?
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Not yet. Okay.
Wait, what?
He's asking if he wants to trade up. No.
Do you want
his pick? That ain't up to us, Color.
But I don't want to get in the weeds.
You can't trade up from your friggin' wherever you're at picking.
I am slowing down the speed a little bit more for you guys. Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
Any questions before we continue?
No, that's it. We're good.
No, I think we're good.
All right. So here we go.
Another CB, another tackle, tight end. Wow, go back.
Oh, let me pause.
Who picked Kincaid?
Seattle.
The Eagles.
Dang.
Wow, that would. I don't know if it would surprise me, but kind of, right?
Zay Flowers from Boston College to Ravens makes a lot of sense.
The Jaguars taking Bijan Robinson.
Dude, this is not the first draft I've seen this happen on. This is starting. There's some heat behind this. That actually could be a thing.
I think he falls to Dallas and Dallas takes him, but
Well, yeah. I'm gonna say right now, if Ravens don't take Zay Flowers, I bet you they take Bijan Robinson if he's there.
How many cornerbacks have been taken? Because there's been quite a few. There's only been 25 picks up to this point.
Well, I knew this was.
And how many tackles and cornerbacks, bro? Holy cow!
Yeah, Joey Porter Jr. was always going to play for the Steelers, bro.
That's a done deal.
I think Witherspoon was the first corner, and then Deontay Banks to Commanders.
Porter, 3.
It kills me every time I see forfeited.
That's it, bro. That's all the corners that have been taken so far. There's going to be a lot of corners available in the second round, bro. We could go corner. I said my prediction was that the Dolphins.
It is deep. It is a deep cornerback class.
When you had to drop off El Capitan, I made the comment. My broken take for tonight was the Miami Dolphins in that second round are going to draft Xavier Howard's replacement.
You've been chirping that for a while now. You've been chirping that for a while.
Just saying it. You could see it happening here. All right. Any questions? Should I continue?
Continue.
Okay. Cowboys end up with an edge. The Notre Dame tight end went to the Bills.
Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Pause. What happened?
All right. Damn it. I wanted to stop at the 31, but I'll work with this one. This one's better. Keep going. I'll work with the person the pick you're currently at. I want to see if I could trade where you're currently at right now.
Okay, let's just recap what happened at the end of the first round. Michael Mayer to the Bills. Okay. Wide receiver Jordan Addison from USC went to the Bengals. Byron Beast, the defensive lineman, I believe, for Clemson, went to the Saints. Emmanuel Forbes to that's another corner. That's 4 corners now, I believe. Ended up to the Eagles. And then that guard that people kind of thought might be a good fit for us, Osiris, he ended up going to Kansas City. So far, a guy I like is still available.
That's actually a good Kansas City pick, too, right there at 31, Osiris. I could totally see that happening. especially
well-
because they lost what's his name too.
Yeah. The tackle?
Yeah, just to
but-
beef up their line.
But who I think that they would pick, to be honest, is actually the guy the Colts just got here in the second round, DeJuan
Yeah.
Jones. That's who I thought they would grab. But you said you want to work with the LA Rams? They're on the clock.
Yeah, well, let's see what what they would do to move up, because that running back from Alabama is still there.
All right, so they have number 36. So you want the 36 right now. We're going to give them 51. And what else are you offering? You can take from 2024 or 2025 draft if you want.
We'll give them back Jalen Ramsey. No, I'm just playing.
Or you can select a player, bro. You can select players to trade.
Okay, let's give him Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson. Now, on your screen, for some reason, the pop-ups aren't showing for some reason. But you want Cedric Wilson to them.
I say they need DB. I say offer him Noah Igbenogany.
So check this out. 36.
Yeah, do both.
Now, I don't know how accurate this is with PFF, all right? But if we give them Cedric Wilson, the 51st pick, and we get number 36, there's a 54% chance they accept this trade.
What about if he offered Noah Igbenogany instead of Cedric Wilson? Because they need DB.
Let's actually
Noah's
check that out. No, they don't even want. There's a 9% chance. They're like, oh, hell no. We're fucked with that guy.
At least it's accurate, you know. They're like, hell no, I don't want that fucking bum.
Yeah,
Cedric Wilson.
Cedric Wilson they like. They like Cedric Wilson
And we'll give them round 6 of next year.
of next year, round 6. So
Yeah.
now
Go to round 7. Go round 7.
Yeah, let's do round 7. Let's try round 7. Yeah, first.
it's 57%. Round 6, you jump 10%.
We'll do 6. Fuck it.
All right.
Throw in Tua. I'm just kidding.
Actually, I don't know if it allows me to do multiple players. It just says player for whatever reason.
That's fine. Let's do that.
All right. So I'm going to offer the trade and see what happens. Is that your final offer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did they accept or no?
Negatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our pick.
Yeah, they accepted the trade.
Oh,
Look at that.
dang. Oh, dang.
Shake Money making money
Got us up
moves.
to
Look at 'em.
36.
So
Look at
great.
that.
The Miami Dolphins trade up in the second round, trade Cedric Wilson to the Rams, and next year's 6th round pick. It already looks like a blockbuster trade.
Let's get that running back from Alabama, baby.
Okay, hold on before you do that. Before you do
Yeah,
that,
let's look at who is available first.
we will do that, but we will
Because you know who's
also-
available, right?
There's a lot of people available.
So
The tight
did
end from
Shake
Georgia
earn
is
his
available
pick
is
by
who I'm
making the
looking
trade,
at.
and now it's Capitan's pick or what?
Yeah,
No,
but he wants
it's
to
not
look
my
at,
pick. It's not
listen,
my
listen,
pick. It's Shake's pick, right?
All right.
Yeah, but I'm listening. I'm willing to listen.
Let's actually let's look at every angle here. So before we get into the players, we're already have teams wanting to trade with us, even though we just traded. So just so you're aware of that. The options
Did any
are
of them include the Baltimore Ravens?
Well, wait a second. Look at what the Raiders are offering.
well, they haven't offered anything yet. They're actually that's the team that wants to trade up with us first.
Right. And their assets, right.
Oh, these are their assets. Now they're willing to give us 38. What else would you want from them if you were to make that happen?
Well, think about 38. That's only 2 picks down. What are we gonna lose going 2 picks down?
Let's
Right
see.
now, our top needs, as it's showing, is tight end and O line.
Well, if you trade, let me actually see. That's 52%. Right now, if they trade up 2 spots with us, they'll give us pick 100 on top of it.
I'd say go for it, Shake. It's up to
I
you, but I
want
moving
Hunter
down.
Yeah, what the hell? And
Moving
if that
down
running,
2
and by the way,
picks.
and I don't care what nobody says. If that running back is still there, I'm taking him.
Okay, hey, it's your pick. I can't do shit about it.
Yeah.
Color wanted Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, throw in Hunter Renfro, see if they'll do it.
He's off the market immediately.
Yeah, there's like, no, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let me.
We need him for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah. All right.
Exactly.
So we're going pick 100. Hold on one second. Here we go. So we're going pick 100, the 38th pick and they're gonna give us those 2 picks for the 36th pick. That's what you want to do?
Perfect. Yeah.
This is a total Chris Greer move too. He jumps up and then jumps back a little bit and freaking
one more
recoup
pick.
all his assets. Look at this.
All right, here we go.
Living inside the mind.
Damn.
What? It's accepted. Great
Yes.
work, Shake.
All right, resume.
Shaking it up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shake
Who
took
they
the
end up taking?
Shake
So-
took the 10-sided die, rolled it, and spit out like 3 other dice, man.
Oh, they ended up taking the edge rusher out of LSU, the BJ Ojulawari guy,
And then Seattle took Cam Smith.
Cam Smith. Yes. Now let's see who's on the board now. Right
All right, let's get Tanner McGee now. Go ahead.
now, I know Shake honestly wants Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's what I want.
That's who he wants. Let's see who the top available players are. So the top available, we have Felix and Anaduke Uzama.
Damn, Uzama's already got a kid in the draft. Jeez.
Hey, there's Tanner McKee, the quarterback, is available.
Hey, that's who that's Shake's,
Stanford, he's smart.
Yeah.
Dan Henley, the linebacker out of Washington. He's a guy I liked. Josh Downs, the wide receiver out of North Carolina. I apologize if I kind of messed some of these names up.
Wait, there we go, right there.
Laporta.
Tuli Tuipulotu.
Yeah, that's the guy I was about to mess up the name.
Tuli
That's the guy.
Tuliputu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tupulu.
Jack
He's an
Campbell.
edge rusher. He's an edge rusher.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
Tuli guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's
Shake,
an
I
edge
think-
rusher, and he's Hawaiian.
Is
And you don't think
anybody-
we're gonna pick that guy?
Listen, is anybody willing to trade up on a couple more picks?
5 more teams are. Let's see what picks they have to see what the better option is.
Well, wait, Green Bay's kind of far. We don't want to go too far because Shake still has his eye on that running back.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The next team that's interested that has the nearest pick is pick 45, which is Green Bay. So I don't want to go with Green Bay, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's kind
I
of
think
far.
And by the way, Shake, I was just saying that may be what the Dolphins do. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
trying to-
No, I understand. Trust me
Yeah.
Well,
completely.
listen, this is Shake's pick, and it's Shake's Dolphins right now.
Exactly.
So go
Yeah,
ahead,
I-
Shake. You do what you
Shake
want.
I
Dolphins.
want that running back, baby. Let me
The
get
Miami
Running back.
Shakes.
Lock
I'm
him
doing
in.
it. We're locking in Batman's and Shake Money and all the other Alabama fans got Jahmyr Gibbs on the Miami Dolphins. Here we go.
Hey, Shake, if we ever become iconic, bro, we ought to start a ice cream shop. Call it Miami Shakes.
Jack
Yes,
Campbell
what's up?
right after that pick, to be honest, just so you guys know.
Or we
Jack
could, or
Campbell
you know
got
what?
picked.
We could get a guy, right? And we could find a contributor named Steak, and we could be Steak and Shake.
Might
Anyway, color.
get sued for that one, but
My guy got taken. It's actually not. No. It's true. The guy's name Brent's. I kept
I'm
saying
not
Banks.
trying to make fun, but it's fun to pronounce like names that.
Color. The guy's name is Julius
Not
Brents, not Banks. I'm sorry, it's Brents. I don't know why I had a brain fart there. But he
Brent Tuli Poo Poo Poo.
Our pick would have been Julius Brents. That's who they ended up going with. The Rams went with.
The poo poo.
No, not to poo poo. Keely Ringo went to the Jaguars. Cowboys end up taking the Hurricane, Tyreek Stevenson.
Yeah.
But
He's gonna play good there too.
It's like Peter stubbing his toe, man.
Hurting his shin.
El Capitan, your tight end is still on the board as of right this moment.
I see that.
Well, that's
I
nice
see
to
that.
know.
Yeah, so
Step right up. Capitan's tight end on the board.
That's right.
Come look at Capitan's tight end.
let's resume. Let's see what
$20
happens.
Make sure you're donating for that first.
Where I wanted is there he goes. He's off the board. God damn it! Now
That's
the Eagles.
right.
Now the Eagles have Dallas Goedert and Washington. Holy fuck! They have the best tight end in all of NFL.
So who'd Shake pick?
We got a
Jahmyr
running
Gibbs.
back.
All right.
All right.
Nobody left for me, man.
What do you want to do? Trade, look at
I'm gonna have
players.
to draft the kicker.
You want to see what's available first? Yeah, Anthony Johnson, wide safety out of Iowa State. The guard
Jamie
out
Robinson's still there too.
yeah, he's there.
Ooh. And he's a safety from Florida State. He'd get right along with Jalen.
I'm not liking it.
Eye on that.
This guy right here is not bad to look at as well. Jalen Jones.
Show me the bring up the defensive tackles.
I mean, we're gonna need a safety as soon as we. Never mind. Oh hell, it's broken takes. We're gonna need a safety as soon as we replace number 8 with the real number 8.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on.
Just kidding, Javon. Just kidding.
Yeah, hold up. Go back. Okay. I want to see if I can trade back because I want the kid from Florida right there, Dexter.
Javon's like, see color. That joke landed like crap. That's how much people think about you.
Hold on. I just need to check something. So you want this guy? He's ranked 111. His ADP is in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Well, we can trade with Baltimore at pick 86. You got Minnesota Vikings at 87 or Kansas City at 95 that are interested. Who do you want to start with?
Who it was Baltimore and who?
You got Baltimore at pick 86. You got Minnesota at 87. And then you got Kansas City at 95 that are interested so far. There are
Let's see what Kansas City's offering.
So you go to Kansas City, you can get 95, and you can give them 84, and we could pick up 122.
That's our old pick.
Yeah, it is our old pick. We can get it back. Yeah, that's all they're offering.
250.
They're offering 95, 122 for 84.
They throw in 250.
Yeah, see if they'll give me 250 as well.
We need a kicker.
They'll give it to you.
I'll take it.
Offer the trade?
Yep.
All right, we're offering trade. The trade.
Oh, see, we got a lot more picks than people think we got, man.
That's right.
We have potential. We do. All right, so we're going to resume the draft.
All right, now I'm able to make a pick. Look, Shake and Cap are going to get 2 picks now. That's cool.
You're welcome.
So I got to work to try to get myself a second pick. I might trade Cap and Shake's pick.
All right, let's see if he's available. He was a safety, right?
No, defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. There we go.
Wait a minute. Didn't I trade back and get the pick
he got
next?
taken. Damn, who took him?
Did the freaking? I bet you the fucking Ravens took him.
Nope, he got picked at 94. The pick before us, the Eagles.
God damn it, the fucking Eagles! Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the best available regarding defensive lineman that's still here is Kobe Turner or Morrow.
Bro, the prospects out of Wake Forest have just been terrible. I would rather go with the kid from Texas, honestly.
That's actually pretty good, man. They're saying his ADP is at 96. We're at 95.
It's funny. I don't know. Look, the Kobe Turner's ADP is at 122.1.
It's Wake Forest. I mean,
what is ADP? By the way, what is ADP? Please educate me.
Clemson is not the best, if you're not Clemson, to be honest. So,
what is ADP? Somebody educate me on that.
Average draft position. So basically, where people are seeing you taken on average, that's what the ADP is. So, like for example, like some of the running backs I was saying that I could see us getting in the draft, we could get them in the 3rd or 4th round, like where we're at.
Before I make this pick, let me see what offensive linemen are available.
You down with ADP? Yeah, you know me.
Offensive tackle, we got Wanya Morris, Tyler Steen out of Alabama.
I'm not digging any of that. Let me see. Yeah. And then I want to see tight end as well.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. You got Julius Scruggs, Andrew Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
Andrew Voorhees.
Andrew Voorhees isn't bad actually, but I still think it's a little bit of reaching. We might be able to get him with that 100 pick. Let's check tight ends.
Tight ends. Okay.
Oh, you don't want Juice Scruggs?
Luke Schoolmaker is right
Done.
at
Done. That's who I want.
Okay.
Schoolmaker. Dolphins are interested in him too.
Football name right there, bro.
Here we go.
Definitely a linebacker's name.
University
That's
of
it.
Michigan. He gets his pick.
It's funny. It's at night. He's like at a perfect pick too.
What
All
the
right.
fuck?
Boom,
is
and
that?
there you go, color. You're welcome, and you could take, all kinds of goodness.
And you're welcome too for me getting that pick.
So
You
we got
traded up.
So I'm picking at
You could
100.
have traded back and got us a whole bevy of picks, but no, you
So what do
traded
you want
up.
to do, Color? Do you
But
want
then
to look
trade
at
it back again and
wanna
recoup?
look at players? What do you want to do?
Well, let me see what people are talking about. What's the trade here? We got like one offer.
One offer. The
Pittsburgh, huh?
they want to trade 120 to you for 100, so that you would be dropping 20 spots.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Will they give me 241?
I wouldn't take that. That's like we'd be getting wrong. I'd say that's a bad deal.
We're
Yeah.
drafting practice
I'll
squad
tell you-
players at
You
this
need
point.
kickers
They
and
give us
Mr.
the rest of their picks.
I mean, we
No, I'm
could.
gonna probably go ahead and
accept it.
take a pick.
They'll accept the rest of their picks to trade up. But I mean,
Which
you
is
drew
probably
them
not
again.
even realistic in real life. You know what I mean?
No.
So
Realistic. I wouldn't
Don't
do it.
do it.
I'll
Cole.
just
Don't
pick.
do
I'll
it.
just make a pick.
Okay, so we're gonna draft players. So let's see who's.
All right. So go to show me some O linemen real quick.
Well, before we do that, let's look who's available first, and then we'll break it down to players.
All right. Oh, okay. I got you. Go ahead.
So we got Anthony Johnson, the safety out of Iowa, still on the board. The halfback out of UAB, which I've heard a lot about this kid. Some people are really saying he comes highly recommended. Dwayne McBride.
That's precisely one of those football names that's a faux football name. You think it's a football name, Dwayne McBride, but
but
the guy will
how
never
about
be anything in the
Dorian?
NFL.
How about a linebacker?
I mean,
from
sorry,
Tulane
Dwayne.
named
I'm not trying to insult you. I'm just,
Dorian Williams color. That's a real football name right there.
and look, I'm getting 10 places of value out of it too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Tulane,
And you got the
Dorian
edge
Williams.
rusher out of Clemson. KJ Henry is here too. Speaking of the Dwayne McBride, you're right. It is a football name, but it's not faux football. It's actually football, as in soccer. That's soccer.
Football.
Yeah, football.
Food.
Yeah.
Sounds more like a NASCAR name to me.
Yeah, maybe. You got Darius Rush, the corner.
Darius Rush. That's it. That's
And Sean
intriguing.
Damn, Sean Tucker's still available. That might be somebody we can grab with our next pick. Shake. Keep an eye for Sean Tucker later down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was somebody else I was seeing.
Eli
Look at
Rick.
that, Eli Ricks. Look at that cornerback from Alabama, an 86.6 ADP.
This has to be the pick right here, the linebacker. Holy shit! I can't believe this.
Oh
guy's
my
on here.
God.
Hey, you don't want a little Butte?
Oh my God. I can't believe he's still available or Overshow is still available.
Yeah, unless something's going on here.
No.
That's nice.
I'm gonna go with Dorian Williams. No, wait. Before I do that, positionally, that's who I would go with. Just because everybody, I'm telling you, something odd with that. There's something odd with that. They must know something about Overshown, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, let's pronounce it like it's actually spelled. Overshown. You know what I mean? Isn't that a synonym of overhyped? You know what I mean? Overshown. You know? Oh, Ali's going to be right back. Well, who's going to change it to a different position? Oh, he's got a system issue. So we're in an edit spot if you guys want to have a smoke break.
Well, I don't know.
You want to just make it an edit point, Ali?
I mean, you could edit this, Ali, if you wanted.
show us a thumbs
Your
up.
mic,
if you wanna make it a-
your volume is your microphone's muted, Ali.
Yes,
Can you
StreamYard.
hear
you
me
go.
now?
There you go. There
Yeah, I
you go.
can hear you now. Yeah.
All right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had some issues right there. All right, so you want Dorian Williams over Demarion
No,
Overshown?
that's who I would positionally for right now, but I want to see the other positions I was looking at real quick. So
Okay, who else do you want to look at?
there was one on pull up the O lineman.
Interior or tackle?
I'm not sure which one it was. Try interior first.
Okay. So you got Scruggs, Andrew Voorhees. These guys look like you can get them later on.
Right. Keep going. Keep scrolling down. Okay, so that wasn't where I saw it. Check the tackles. Okay, that I checked. I saw what I want to see. Although, look at that, Jalen Duncan, an 88 average draft position.
He's only ranked 123. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so go back to there was one. Okay, go over to safety real quick.
There is a significant drop off at tackle after him too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm concerned about. But we got Webb in the later rounds.
Fucking Anthony Johnson Jr. is still available. Is that guy going to jail or something? What's going on?
Scroll down a little, Ollie.
I gotta research that because his average. Look at his ADP, bro. It's like
I know what's going on here.
Now I will tell you about this guy right here, JL Skinner out of
I
Boise.
like that name, bro.
So JL Skinner, from my understanding, is one of the hitting safeties in this draft. Just so you guys
obviously
really
they didn't
like
even put the
name.
picture of the school. They put his face up there.
Yeah. That is pretty interesting. Holy shit.
Yeah, they didn't put the school Boise up there. They put his face.
Scroll down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that safety from Florida State's gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it.
I could also bring up stats and grades if you guys want. So
So one other check I want to look at, Ali, is
look at his coverage grade. His coverage grade is really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like the name. Put up the all, filter it for all again back on the other page.
Okay.
Let me see who best on board is and all that. Yeah, I like that Dorian Williams, man. Something's up with that, bro. Rank 94, ADP at 90.
So 2021, he looks like he had a really bad season. He was really good in 2022 and 2020. Hash rush grade is 76. Run defense 69. Coverage grade is pretty good.
Coverage grade.
And he played a lot of snaps in 2022 as well.
Yeah.
All
right, let's see here. In a shocking move, because we really don't need it, but we need depth, the Miami Dolphins select JL Skinner, safety from Tulane. You said Tulane, was it?
No, it was Boise
State. Yeah, grab that guy. He looks like a dog. Look at him, bro. He looks like he's ready to take Josh Allen's head off, bro.
I'm telling you. I like it, Color. I think that's a good pick.
All right. So you're going JL.
I just can imagine that being a household name in like 2 years. JL Skinner.
Skinner.
So you went with Skinner. Okay.
If that's who we take at that spot, I'm going to blow the fuck up. People are going to be like, Color is the man. That's what we're all thinking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If we nail the guy we picked.
All right, I'm on the board now.
Jake's like, I'm getting in on this, man. I'm going to nail it.
So I'm at pick 122. And what have we picked previously? We picked a safety. We picked a tight end. We picked a running back, right? And that's all we've picked so far, right? Those are the 3 picks?
Yep.
All right. We've made so many trades, it feels like we made multiple picks. All right. So for me, Sean Tucker is still here. God damn, bro.
He might
And
still fall,
Voorhees.
though. I mean, that's where he's average picked. You're right on the money.
I'm going to tell you right now, if the Miami Dolphins doubled up and got Jahmyr Gibbs and Sean Tucker, which is highly unlikely, but if they did, I'm sorry, Savon Ahmed and what's his name?
Miles Gaskin are in trouble.
They're gone. They're gone. They've instantly cannon fodder.
Well,
Well,
one of
it
them might
still
stick
happen,
around.
but I think they'd finally be beat out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I think that the team wouldn't keep them. They would get cut, at least 1 or 2 of them for sure.
Well, yeah, of course. But again, I think remember what we thought that the Gaskin move was in the first place was as a entry level litmus. Like you can't beat out Gaskin, then you know.
Yeah.
Then you didn't belong on the
I'm
team.
liking that Ivan Pace Jr. from Cincinnati. But fucking Noah Sewell is still there.
Yeah. I expected it 4th rounder.
Ooh, that's a nice linebacker name right there. Noah Sewell.
Not bad.
Hey, we need a new Noah's Ark.
That's not bad option. The one position we haven't addressed is offensive line.
Wait go back a second, Ali.
Hold on. I just want to see. Well, you were talking about Henry Tututu or whatever his name is.
Oh, I gotta try to pronounce that name. That friggin' look badass as hell, man. Look at that. To'u. Wait,
Henry Tutu.
To'u.
Yeah.
Toto.
Toto. That's the guy who sang Africa, right?
That's cool.
I don't know.
Toto.
Yeah.
To'o. That's what it is. To'o.
Let's see.
Noah To'o, or what was his first name? Henry?
Yeah.
To'o. We'll have to check with Q on that, but I bet you I'm right.
You bet you're right, is what he said.
To'o.
Yeah, I'll have to check with Q. For years. I kind of like both of these guys. Let me check this. Let me see. Ooh. Kind of like the guard from USC.
He kind of looks like Drew Lock.
No, he doesn't.
Let's see here. No, I kind of like the other guy better.
You know what it is about Drew Lock? He's got that Friday Night Lights look to him. You know what I mean? Like I just can't take him seriously, bro.
Yeah. I kind of like this guy, Andrew Voorhees. I think we need to address the offensive line. That
I
guard,
would take Voorhees over Shrugs, but
yeah.
Maybe he'll be our maybe I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I forgot the guy's name anyway from New England, so I'm not gonna say the joke.
Trying to see who else is available here.
You know, the tight end from New England.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Voorhees. That's what I'm going with. Miami Dolphins in the 4th round pick up their starting left guard, Andrew Voorhees. Bam.
Why is that guy's name escaping me?
who?
The guy that went down for
Gronkowski?
murder from the Patriots.
Hernandez.
Hernandez, yeah, that Voorhees. He'll be our Hernandez.
He does look like a guy who's escaped from the fucking pokey.
I mean, his last name's Voorhees, bro.
So, Shake Money, you're next on the board.
Okay.
I know that was low hanging fruit, Capitan. We got to do better than that.
Yeah, whatever.
We owe Ali better than that.
It's all good. Man, this is a while now. We gotta wait.
Yeah, it's too bad we didn't trade back again, but oh well.
What you trying to say?
Yeah,
Trying
well,
to stay-
I tell you what, at this point, you're just drafting practice squad players.
We need
Yeah,
a kicker.
Well, I don't know. You could find a diamond in the roughs. Could find our Bobby McCain down here somewhere.
hey, we could find our Tom Brady, the guy from Georgia, in here. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Jason Taylor the second. Is that a no-brainer or what, dude?
All right. So Shake, you got 4 teams offering to trade with you at this point.
What's the compensation?
Well, we don't know. We'd have to negotiate, but the first pick that's available out of the 4 teams would be from 197 to 200. That's only 3 picks away.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, I'm serious. You don't take Jason Taylor here, you're not a Dolphins fan, bro.
Damn.
I guess I'm not a Dolphin fan. Let me see.
So they gave us 200. We could get 2. Oh, they're not even going to give us that. That doesn't make sense. That's unrealistic. I'm not going to do the trade.
Let's do another pick from next year then.
What do we give a fuck about next year, Shake?
No, they
Yeah,
said
but we could recoup the pick that we gave away last year.
yeah. They won't do it for 3 picks. They won't do it. They're like, you got to pay us for us to move up. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. All right, we're
No,
drafting.
fuck it. Va pa' carajo, coño.
Okay, so top players available at this point. So you got Jonah Tavai, I think is how you say that.
Mhm.
He is from San Diego State, defensive lineman. Color's favorite player, Jason Taylor the second, safety out of Oklahoma State.
What's his measurables?
Let's look. 72, 73, 73.
Consistent, at least.
And why is his
What's his
80
height?
so high?
His height and weight, all that stuff.
Probably because he plays for OSU. In that conference, I don't think they play a lot of defense. Like it's more of an offensive league.
Mhm.
So then why doesn't PFF factor that into their grades?
I don't know. Maybe they do.
I mean, if they're subjective anyway, why don't they just throw that one in too?
His missed tackle rate's 14.7%.
Is that relatively high or low? I don't, to others that
It's moderately high.
is it okay?
Yeah.
We don't want them. Sorry,
Okay.
Jay. You got to teach your boy to tackle better.
Yeah.
What about defensive linemen? We're still talking about that.
So El Capitan, we learned today that Color is not a real Dolphin fan.
I seen that. I was gonna let it just slide, but I'm glad
that
you
bothered
pointed it
me,
out.
bro. I could. It was like total obvious joke, and it still bothered him. Look at that.
All right, so
He's a real Dolphins fan. He's like, bro, that stung, man. That was the line color.
So shit, money. You could draft the next Tom Brady right here, Stenson Bennett. How about that football name right there?
He'll end up with the Niners. Mark my word.
Yeah,
It'll
no
probably
doubt.
happen. But you could draft him here. He had an overall grade of 90.1 in 2022. His passing grade is 88.9. Intermediate grade 91.6, which is pretty good. Deep grade 94.3. No pressure grade 90.9. So on passes that are no pressure. His pressure grade, he's only a 60.8 for grade. Adjusted completion rate 76.3. Let's see. Turnover worthy play rate 2.4%. Big time throw rate 5.9%.
Well, being that we're the only team that's having a competition for quarterback
Is
number
that-
2.
Is that correct? Go back up. He had 29 touchdowns in 2021.
Let me go back. TDs. Yes.
Yeah.
In 2021. He had
Damn,
27.
he had 29 touchdowns and not even 3,000 yards. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But like I said, being that we're the only team that's having a competition for QB number 2. What the fuck? They'll throw him in there for the mix. I'll take him.
There you
What's
go.
up?
I like the way Shake thinks.
I do too.
And they also
Way
he
to
had
cover yourself too, bro. With the reason.
Yeah.
That way the
It's only
pitchforks
for
don't
QB.
come out after you.
Yeah. What?
I said, way to cover yourself with reasoning too, so the
Yes.
pitchforks don't
What-
come out after you. That was great.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
I'm sorry, what did he decide? I missed that.
Stetson
quarterback.
Bennett. quarterback from
We're
Take Stetson.
We're taking him. Okay, so the Miami Dolphins take the next Tom Brady with Stenson Bennett in the 6th round. Let's go.
It's about a smidge better than Skylar Thompson when it comes to football names, but whatever. He can prove me wrong.
Next pick is going to be Mr. El Capitan. Cameron Brown went to Carolina, the Jaguars again. It looks like.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Here we
Are we
go.
nearly there yet?
All right, let's see who's the top players available.
All right, so we got defensive lineman out of Toledo, Dejuan Johnson.
Mm.
You got the center out of USC, Brett Nealon. Sorry. The linebacker out of Utah, Mohammed
Diabate? Maybe?
Yeah.
Diabate?
Pull him up.
Coverage rate's not really good. I don't
Good
think so.
Lord.
He was
Give me the
good.
kid-
I liked him because he was a Gator. He transferred to.
Let me see
Utah.
the kid from Jackson State, Audrey Miller Jr.
Linebacker. Okay. Ooh, much better here. 91.8 in coverage grade.
Bring him in. That's my guy.
From
No
where?
further.
Jackson State?
Jackson State, small school, Jackson State. Last chance of you. Bring him in. I'm
Isn't
liking
Jackson
it.
State? Well, Jackson State. That wasn't he coached by Primetime?
That's
Yeah,
right. Bring the
Yeah,
kid
and he's
in.
ranked 228. That's my birthday. So there you go.
Listen,
Good job.
I'm about it. Bring the kid in.
Mr. Irrelevant for the Miami Dolphins being picked by no other than color.
I picked Green Rat.
Green Rat. Oh, damn, Mr. Irrelevant. Wow.
How you doing, Green Rat? I know you're in chat.
Damn, Green Rat getting thrown under the bus. All right, color. So you got Muhammad Ibrahim.
He's going back to his color shrine right now going, he gave me a shout out on a pre-recorded show.
His colors shrine. He's got a lock of your hair somehow.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Well, Green Rat,
I have been to his state before, so there's a he does.
hey, Green Rat, if you want to pay homage to color. Oh, it doesn't work anymore.
No soundboard for you.
I guess your payment got declined.
Pay your bills, Green Rat. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, you went too fast. Wait, Tavius Robinson.
Edge guard Caleb Chandler
From Louisville, too. It's actually a pretty decent pick right there.
Mhm.
Louisville, huh? Lamar would love him.
Can't go wrong with a DB color. Just saying.
All right, filter it for kickers.
Ooh, he's going kicker. Are we getting Sanders?
They don't even let you filter. Oh, special teams. Yeah.
So you got Jake Moody, Michigan.
We did lose our punter.
Well, we picked up Bailey, though.
Michael Turk. Matt Turk's kid.
I don't know.
Is that who that is?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm going Michael Turk. Mr.
He has no
Irrelevant.
stats.
They
He
got
has
no
zero
stats.
stats. That guy was the backup over there, color. You can't have him on this team.
Do you think we could give him his dad's jersey number?
I don't
No.
know.
Jake Moody, huh?
You got to earn that number.
Kickers have stats. They don't have kicker stats in here.
Oh, well, see,
Jake
how can we
Moody is
trust
such
anything
a
now?
good Dolphins kicker name, though, bro.
Can't trust anything, though.
That punter's always moody.
I don't know. We didn't pick up tackle. What do you guys think about picking up a tackle here?
Jake Witt.
Mm.
I don't know, color. What do you want to do?
Hold
What-
on.
where do you
Wait,
pick 'em?
I saw somebody Durden. Who was that?
Tyler Durden.
Something like that. Where'd it go?
Corey Durden.
Corey Durden.
Defensive.
Line. I don't know. He had one good game
He
against.
is the wolf pack.
God, can they get a better logo or what? Jeez.
I know, right?
He reminds me of the wolf that blew the house down.
Robert Cooper.
No, I wouldn't touch it. Let me actually go back up to the edge person we have here. BJ Thompson. Ooh, this guy has good grades, bro. Rush grade.
Yeah, because he played. Look at the teams he's played. I don't even know who the fuck most of them are.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know who any of them are, actually.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
going to take Jake Moody.
Jake Moody?
Michigan.
Oh, the kicker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's who color went with, Mr. Irrelevant, the kicker.
I mean, like we're all sitting here looking down the list saying, oh, that guy's crap. That guy's crap. So it's really, you know, who's going to score you points? The kicker.
Hey, who knows? That guy could be the best pick out of the whole fucking bunch come the end of this.
Yeah, who knows?
But the
really,
next Lindo Mare for all we know.
Right.
Moody? That's who you want, color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Miami Dolphins, last pick of the draft.
That's how you cap off a championship season draft with a kicker.
That ain't no lie.
Let's see what our grades are. I'm afraid to even look.
Mm-hmm.
Talking
Shake's
about buddy.
like all that work I did to get us extra picks, and you take a kicker, color? What the fuck?
All right. So
look, gave us a D plus because you took Jahmyr Gibbs so high. Luckily, I helped out with the A I picked up. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, you got a good trade value. You got a B for the trade.
What'd I get?
Then,
D plus? Oh, Jesus.
Hold on. So the trade that El Capitan did in the third round, where he picked up the tight end and got an A, we got a B as well. Skinner got a D plus for the safety pick.
I think PFF just hates color. That's what it is.
I always get A's. Look at this. Andrew Voorhees guard, A. No brainer.
Yeah, I got an A.
Look at the A for Stetson Bennett. Wow.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So what do you know?
Great college quarterback you pick up in the 6th round as a project
part
guy.
of this grade,
out.
Part of the grade is PFF saying that, hey, this is the Dolphins, and they picked a quarterback at that spot. You know what I mean?
Listen, Aubrey Miller Jr. is a B minus. That ain't bad grade there.
And the kicker
I got a C plus for the kicker. I mean, come on, guys. What can you C plus for Mr. Irrelevant? You know?
Yes, we ended with a B plus. I'm going to post this on Twitter if you don't mind, El Capitan.
I don't give a shit. What do I care? I'll tell you what. I think Color's fucking Skinner pick in the middle there kind of fucked us though.
Yeah.
Well, it started my running back pick.
No, but I'm going to tell you right now, we lost
because we don't need a safety in their eyes. That's why.
But I kind of think we do, bro, because I think with what Vic Fangio is going to do with this defense,
exactly. He wants to load up depth at safety at DB.
But here's the thing, though. At safety, I think you can play that hybrid linebacker position, and guys like Skinner and even Jones could go after and hit people. You know what I mean? And light people up. That's why I kind of think I think you might see a safety drafted in that same exact draft spot. It could very well.
To be honest with you, if PFF gave us an A for our overall draft, it would probably be a crappy draft and not even have a chance of succeeding.
So we started the draft with 4 picks, color. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We ended
A just means we're picking everything everybody else wants to pick. You know what I mean?
We turned 4 picks.
Usually don't happen. I'm sorry, Ali.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying we turned 4 picks into 7 picks.
Right.
So rock and roll with that. I think it's a great draft. Let's start rolling down.
I'm with you, Shake. You and me can take. You're running back and my safety. We can go have a cup of coffee together, like the rest of the team, bro.
Un cortadito.
That's right.
So the next part, before we get to final thoughts, I want to go down this draft board. Shake Money, we'll start with you. Who was your favorite draft pick in this draft and why? Go.
Obviously, I was going to say the running back, but I like the quarterback because at the end of the day, we need some extra insurance at that position for health, just in case health reasons. You know what I'm saying? So if we need plan B, plan C, we'll have that ready. So that's why I like the quarterback, just to get good depth at that position.
All right. So you like the quarterback outside of the running back was your favorite draft because it added depth. It's definitely something you could see us needing down the end of the season. You think that?
Yeah, because look at San Francisco; they were down to their fourth-string quarterback in the freaking playoffs.
I mean, we do have Mike White here. We still have Skylar Thompson. I think we do have to start getting back into that team aspect or philosophy of developing QBs.
Yeah,
And start even using it as like a way to get picks here and there, because I could see us drafting them, develop them, and trading them. You know what I mean? I could see that happening. What about you, El Capitan? Same question. What was your favorite draft pick and why?
I hate the whole entire draft.
Damn.
I don't like it at all. I don't like the draft at all. It's a terrible
Well, that's
draft.
why you can do your own show, man.
I don't like it. I think it's a terrible draft. If the Dolphins drafted these guys, Jahmyr Gibbs I would be happy with, but I wouldn't be happy trading up for him. If he fell, maybe to like 49 or something. If it was 10 picks later and we traded up, maybe trading up to 38 is too high to grab him. I would say the 7th round linebacker, dude. I think he could be a diamond in the rough. One of these kids out of Jackson State is going to blow up on the scene. And why not a kid out of the 7th round? That's a linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I kind of like that.
The low hanging fruit is the tight end out of Michigan, Luke. So I could say he could be impactful on this team right away, but I don't know. I do know the Dolphins have looked at him, and I want to say they had a confirmed setup meeting with him, but
yeah, I believe they did. I do agree with you. I don't like everything that transpired in this draft. I understand why people want the running back. I get it. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. I understand. And the price wasn't so bad. Getting Cedric Wilson off of our books and giving up a 2nd-round pick to move up that high in the 2nd round.
Drop not only that, but trading back 2 more picks with the Raiders is the exact type of move I could see. Chris Greer pulling some shit like that.
Definitely
to recoup something.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So essentially, we essentially what we did was get a pick, 100 pick for this year, and we just lost last year's 6.
Yeah, essentially, what it comes down to. We'll go to Color next. So, Color, what was your most favorite pick on this draft board, and why?
All of the picks I made are my favorite picks, and all of Capitan's picks are my least favorite picks. No, seriously, I actually do like the Stetson Bennett. I think that sliding in to get him at that spot is pretty ingenious. Because remember, we are in that mode with our team now where it seems like we're just going to keep maintaining the super team and try to just find a quarterback here and there, and get into this draft one every year mode. And I think that was a good spot to grab him in there. I can see why PFF rated it an A for a pick.
It's actually pretty.
I'll go with that. That's probably my favorite move there.
What about you, Ali?
So my favorite was my only pick, and no, I legitimately like this pick. Getting a guard, I think, is imperative in this draft. I would say it's either guard or right tackle. Either one has to be addressed. I like
Andrew Voorhees. I think he's going to be a good football player.
Yeah, I think so too. He graded out very well. I'm going to tell you, I think if you can plug up that left guard position with a guy like Andrew Voorhees, then you already got his backup. God, what's his name? No, the guy that we got from the Jets, the beer chugger.
The mullet man.
Mullet man. I'll call him Mullet Man. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. We already have his backup here. Rock and roll. Now all you can do, you can take everybody else that you have left on the roster, and even re-sign Snell finally, or Shell, and go plug up that right tackle position with all those guys. Because you don't have to worry about the left guard anymore at that point. Just my opinion. He's a good run blocker and pass blocker overall. Read out very well. I think it was a perfect no-brainer. That's my favorite pick. Now, my favorite broken take pick, I'm going to have to agree with El Capitan, bro. I think that linebacker really might surprise people if we end up getting him in the 7th round. like
Key
that.
special teamer, works his way onto the starting roster. Before long, we're giving him a mid contract that he's overplaying 3-4 years down the line, and we're like, man, this guy was a fucking gem.
Yeah, that's
So what about his college tape and all that makes you say that over the guy we just did that with last year and a guy like Cameron Good? Just wondering.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Let me actually look up to see what we got about him. Actually, let me look up some players here. Just bear with me a second. Let me so what did we say his name was? Aubrey Miller. That's his name. Okay.
The guy's name is Aubrey. You know he's tough as hell.
With a name like that, you gotta have it.
That's it.
All right. So let's see what
Look
they
like a high
say.
motor type.
Let's see what they say about him. And let me actually make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can read it. All right. So Aubrey Miller's from Whitehaven High School, was rated a 3-star recruit by ESPN and handed a 3-star grade by 247 Sports. After high school, Miller joined Missouri initially. So he originally went to Missouri, later on transferred over to JSU. So in a fifth-year senior, logged playing time in 12 games, logged a total of 588 snaps for the Tigers. He also added a decent 56 tackles, 24 assists, and 42 stops. While in coverage, Miller made 1 pass breakup, no interceptions, and a QB rating when targeted of 89.4. As a pass rusher, he tallied 18 total pressures, while included 9 QB hurries, 7 QB hits, and 2 sacks on the season. Let's see what the scouting report strengths say. A chase and tackle will prospect. Miller is instinctive, reading and reacting quickly, and showing the ability to absolutely fly around the field. Miller has compact build, but he is crafty edge player who is very good against the run. He sets the edge and effectively wards off blocks, and with a strong core, powerful limbs, and natural leverage. He has violent hands, which I like, and consistently breaks away and disengages from blockers. He instinctive reading, reacting, and locating the ball quickly, and finishing plays as a authoritative wrap-up tackler. Already, I like what I read about that.
Sounds like the most perfect football player of all time, man.
Violent hands and an authoritative tackler.
Yeah,
Bring this man. Bring him home, boys. Bring him home.
Yeah, intelligent player who can play Mike linebacker despite his lack of size because of his instincts and ability to find the ball in traffic.
Sounds like a perfect Fangio scheme fit right there, boys.
Yeah, he's instinctive and active chase and tackle 4-3 will with the speed to go sideline to sideline. He takes excellent angles. He also has innate sense for shooting gaps as a run defender. Miller has excellent feel for working off blockers and knowing how and when to counter as the play goes on. Now the weaknesses. Now there's a very short list here. He's instinctive with range to be a quality 2-down player. Might stay on the field on 3rd downs only if he's part of a zone-heavy scheme, limiting his appeal. Okay.
We're playing a zone-heavy scheme coming up, so
yeah. Miller has limited range as a tackler. Miller lacks the straight line speed to be effective in pursuit. Lacks the fluidity and speed to turn and run with tight ends in coverage. That's the weaknesses that they have for him. Interesting. And this was according to NFL Draft Buzz.
Looks like I found a gem, boys.
Yeah, not bad pick for 7th
Bring him
round.
in.
Hey, is it me or does he look like Solo D a little bit?
Holy shit, he does look a little bit like Solo D.
Oh, snap.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, gentlemen, that was our official Broken Takes mock draft for the year before the mock draft in what 13 days? We said Color 13 or 14 days.
14.
Let's go around the room
now.
Yeah, let's start with Sheikh Monty. Got any final thoughts for us?
No, just it's an honor and privilege to be up here with you guys. Just a few months ago, I was watching you guys, and now I'm glad to be a part of the panel, man. Thank you,
Happy
man,
to
and
have you,
fins
Jake.
up.
Anytime, Sheikh Money. Anytime. All right. El Capitan, you broke your cherry on my show, man. I love it. You finally came and hung out with us, had a good time. Started busting out the laughs right off the get-go. Any final thoughts for us?
Yeah, nah, I got no final thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks for the broken takes. I'm glad to be here. It's been a long time coming. I should have been here before and gotten here often. I'm glad I could have made it, when I did. But try to get back here some more broken takes. I enjoy the recorded segments. I hope the audience is enjoying them and hitting the like button and subscribing and membership and all that good stuff and showing support when they come out and go live. But I like them. I think they're informative. I think they're a little bit different of a speed and a play. And I think it's just one more piece in the cog of what we're trying to offer here with the network. And, we've talked a lot about it, Ali. We got a lot of stuff working out and, it's fun, man. I appreciate it. And I had a good time and I'm sure I'll do it again sometime. Buddy.
Definitely. I really appreciate having you and thank you. So we'll talk soon.
Adios, muchachos.
Adios. Mr. Color Commentary.
I love chopping it up with El Capitan, man. It's so fun.
Color, I'm going to put in flag for your name now. It's going to be Professor Color from now on.
Professor Color, yeah.
That's right. Man, I really like doing this draft, and I really like doing pre-recorded episodes with you. So I really appreciate.
Yeah, I really enjoy it too because we do them for a couple hours long, and it really gives us a chance to get in chat with everybody and chop it up while the show's going on. You know what I mean? So it's been received well. Everybody seems to be loving it, and we appreciate all the people that turn out and click on it and watch it. Keep doing that. Share it for everybody else, so other people know we're doing it, and give us a like. You know the drill. Like Capitan said, liking the video and sharing it just gets it out there and gets more people's eyes on it, and makes it well worthwhile for us to keep doing it. So like I said, I like the shield of broken takes. I like to be able to, people want to come at me, I just point them to the title of the show and say, hey, kick rocks. So there you go.
There you go. Anything for us, Color, before we shut it down?
That'd be it, man. I think it was really fun. I think the draft, it was fun going through a draft. I kind of get a little, I don't know. It's not always the most fun thing to do, but a guy like you to lead it along and make it interesting to be a part of. It was fun to do it with you, bud.
There you go. Thank you, man. Well, talk soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And while you're doing that, check out all of our affiliates. Check out the links below in the description. We got Doobie Energy Drink, Fanatics, where you get your official license gear, a backroom collection where you can show all of that great artwork to your friends in your awesome room. Make sure you check them out. While you're at it, check out our other shows. We got El Capitan, the TFTG show every other day of the week. The Rabid Dolphin with Lewis going strong every other day a week with Color and Shake and Lewis and everybody in DTA with the Dolphins debrief and Color commentary and everybody and all the shows we got going on. I'm going to tell you straight up, swear to God, the best has yet to come. Stay tuned. We'll be talking soon. Make sure you use Cash App or Venmo if you'd like to donate to the channel or become a member. We got Amigos, Familia, MVP, or VIP. Definitely check it out. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. And to that, I have to say, have a great night.